Hi everyone, good afternoon. It is Alessandra and it is Friday, May 15th, and I hope that you guys are all safe and happy. And it is a 2 o'clock break with Allie, and a lot of the things that I talk about and a lot of the questions that I ask you to think about are questions that I have that come from me reading the Bible or doing reading a book or going onto a website. And so I was reading Paul. I was reading about Paul in 1 Corinthians 15:10, and Paul said, "Through the grace of God, I am what I am." And so my curiosity is, and my question to you is, what is grace? And so I wanted to go back and find out a little bit more about it and what it means to have God's grace. And I found out that grace is mentioned between 120 and 170 times in both the Old Testament and the New Testament, depending on what version you read of the Bible. And so obviously it's a pretty important concept for Christians. And so what is grace? The best definition that I found of it is God giving us what we do not deserve, which is salvation in the form of the sacrifice of the Lamb, which was Jesus Christ. And not giving sinners what we really do deserve, which is hell, and giving us a way out of that. So, how do we get this grace? Well, it is free. But great, even though it is free, it is not the way out of a messy life. The more the the more that we read the Bible, the more we have conversations with God, the more we realize the failures in our life and the failures to do things, God's way. And but doing that, we start to align our life with God's and with Christ, and so therefore we get more and more grace as we go along. If we look up the definition in the dictionary, one of the synonyms is called is a courtesy, and courtesy means the showing politeness in your attitude and behavior towards others. So how does that really apply to us and apply to God? Well, let's see. Is God polite and loving towards us? Yes. That is a definite yes. And is God's behavior towards us, does it show goodwill and grace? And yes, it does. So let's accept God's grace, His love for us through faith in the sacrifice that Jesus Christ made on the cross, and through that, then we will become kinder and gentler people, more willing to help people out, more willing to do charity work, and just a more well-rounded person. So again, let's remember what the definition was. The definition of grace is God giving us what we do not deserve, which is our faith in Jesus Christ, and giving and not giving us what we do deserve, which is hell. And I hope that this helped out a little bit. And as my father used to say, I will see you again, God willing. Bye, everyone. Bye. Have a good weekend.